All right, so this is part two of my video. Excuse me. So I chose as a second theory to discuss. Um, we are looking at Piaget's theory of cognitive development. Mr. Russo fell in the formal operations stage. Um, um, that's what I focused on with Erikson's stage of development as well. So this stage is all about hypothetical deductive reasoning. Children develop the ability to use logic and to systematically work through a problem to come to viable solutions. So again, the death of Mr. Russo's grandfather played like I said, a huge role and a huge part in making him who he was, who he is today. Some 60 years later. So, excuse me. So, Mr. Russo was able to overcome his grandfather's death and ultimately use his teachings as a way to develop his own character. So, it does fit within the 11 to 16 years for the formal operations stage. And, he definitely had to, systematically work through this problem and kind of figure out how to move forward after this tragedy. So, um, some theory limitations that I noticed. A lot of Mr. Russo's significant life events happened right between two of Erikson's stages, right between stage 5, excuse me, and then the stage 6, intimacy versus isolation. So, I kind of talked a little bit about both of those with, touching on Mr. Russo's relationships and how he had some difficulty kind of keeping up with his strong but silent type persona. Um, so it kind of left me with the question, could he be in two stages at once? Um, Mr. Russo was worrying if it was okay to act like his father because it always sounded like he was insulting other people. So he had a really hard time kind of at first before his father justified, his actions. Why is my father being so rude to people? Is this how people are supposed to be treated? Is this how you treat people? Is this how, someone's going to treat me? So a lot of questioning there. Um, and then again, spinning off of the second bullet, learning the reasoning behind why his father acted the way he did. Um, again, like I said, Mr. Russo didn't know why, his father was, so standoffish and, kind of comes right out of the gate with an insult as a way of greeting somebody. So this was challenging for Mr. Russo to kind of grasp and then learn how to use it to his benefit, to his advantage, and ultimately end up acting the same way throughout his life. So um, everything that he was telling me, I was kind of picking up on little hints here and there during our hour and a half long session, and I was like, oh, okay, I can see where you're doing the same thing that your father was doing. So wonderful interview, very interesting man, has accomplished more in his life than I think most people ever dream of accomplishing. um, and it's nice to see that everything kind of comes full circle. Things that he dealt with in his younger years, the impact that they've had on him is pretty amazing. So here is the list of my references. I had a lot of help from our textbook And then the one of the articles that we did for, or that I did for my annotated bibliography is there. The parent-child shared time from middle childhood to late adolescence, which was very interesting. All right, so again, my name is Talia. This is my week 6 project, and it will be uploaded to Campus Cruiser shortly. Thanks so much.